guys, finally he sleeps here, back again with another episode of Market Tricks. We are into this for episode, what is this, 25? Episode 25, Jesus. We are into the second week of the renewal of the Icons wave riding, the watching the waves each week and dumping in the base 90 icons. And I think this is directly related to the lack of rank up tokens in the game, which is a positive right now for the market. It is a negative for people who are pushing for the higher OVRs, 117, 118, 119, and now 120 with the release of Footyverse. Once people are able to get to stage 3 of that badge, assuming that that badge is a +1 OVR, like we've seen people grab from the second anniversary tier 3 of that badge to push from 118 to 119. And as these badges continue to go, that's going to be a big thing. And buying these players in the market, the higher OVR players, to be able to hit that +1 OVR on the badge is increasing values on the high end here in the game for investments, which is something else to watch for as the events go through. And you can still purchase players for those badges. You can continue to push those badges, and that's giving a longer life to some of these event players that are tradable. The problem is that there's not as many tradable players. The only way to get tradable players in the event is through the packs. So it's kind of a cyclical thing here. We're dumping gems into the packs, and then the gems are coming from the events. The packs are being converted to players, or they're being sold and bought afterward. So we'll see how this affects long-term value on some of these events until people grab the +3 OVR from 3 active badges and see what this does. It's like where we saw the 70s go way up in value and the 60s go up way up in value as people pushed to get to the training level 30 of everything. But once everyone got there and you can transfer the training, it's really not as important, other than the fact that if they add more badges with new information, then we'll be in a more positive situation. So as I continue to sell these, let's see, we ended last week at 7,137,533,300 coins. So we are looking for, if we can hit 8 billion coins this week, will be fantastic. Anything over 8.1, we're at a billion coin profit straight from the icons. Now we're seeing a lot of profit from the icons. This is another great week, but we're shifting the time of buying and selling. I'm about 12 to 18 hours later than I was normally selling these icons, to be able to push them into double value. 1.8 to 1.9 purchase price at the end of the weekend. And we're seeing 3.2 to 4 billion, or 4 million for these players. So it is about an average of double, which is exciting. 1.6 to 1.8 mil in profit on each one of these players. And I didn't even go in heavy. I just went in and bought about 30 if each to do this. And I think it's going to be about I'm hoping for 1 billion coins. Before this is all done. It is not a fast burn. We're not selling these things as quick as we were before. It is taking a while, so it's going to take me probably 3 to 4 more hours to get rid of these. So we're going to stop the video here, and I'll come back later once this stuff is gone, and we'll see how it finished out. And then I think we're going to talk about some Footyverse investments. And I think this week, in addition to the icons, I'm going to spend a few billion coins on investments and see if I can't push this number to 10 billion in the next week or two again and get it back up there. That's it. We'll be back in a few minutes once this stuff is all sold. All right, so we've got everything into the market. The only thing I'm doing now is pushing out a few of these. We'll hold on to Jensen. He is, that's a Footyverse that I activated. So we'll hold on to him. I don't want the 15 mil. I'd rather use him for shards to see what happens. All right, 51 mil. That's where it ended. I think there's nothing in the market right now. Yeah, that's it. And that's pretty much, other than some stuff right here, that's still, I got to use all this for training the last few players. So we're going to call it at 8,272,091,430. That is 1.1 billion coins this week on 90 icons. And I didn't go in heavy. This is back to where we were pre. This was probably 3-4 months ago. This is the same kind of value we're seeing then. And it has everything to do with the lack of rank up tokens and people needing them after team of the season. Yeah. This is going to be a pretty good. I don't know if this will be the top week, but over 1 billion coins with very minimal effort is absolutely bonkers. So as promised, this is the few players that I'm watching here in that top row out of the Footyverse players that were released this week. I feel this is going to be the new Walker. This is the player that I'm expecting to see kind of rise. He's down into that low value at 1.25 right now. 1.25 available for purchase. A couple at 1.36. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna grab a few of these and see if we can't pull out about 1 billion coins in profit from this over the next couple of weeks. I don't want to go so low, but right now we have, see, it's a jump at one point. It's a jump at the first one. I don't want to go one. Actually, we are going to go. Let's do 1.3. 1.3. I want to buy 3 of them at 1.3. And we'll see. Wirtz, same thing. Now we're into the lower coin. Wirtz and a couple of goalkeepers at 109 and 110. This is my next call. I feel like we're going to see these push back up. That Wirtz should be around 500. I'm expecting here. I think it's going to pull back up. That's a 110 right wing German Liverpool player. We know we've got a lot of other right wing players right now, but because of the push here for the multiverse in Footyverse, we've called for German players today. This is one that I feel is going to push. Let's go 301, and we'll buy 3 to see where this goes. We also have let's 110. Let's go 335. We'll buy 3. Bruggen, let's go. There's a lot. I'm gonna hold. We're gonna watch him, but I'm not investing. I feel like we're better off where we are, and I'm not gonna pull this out. This is gonna be investment towards next week. We're gonna end it where we did in coin value, and we'll see what this goes. Hopefully, I can get these purchased at this value. We'll see. Did I go 1.3? Yeah, we'll leave it at 1.3. That 1.31 goes away. All right, we'll see how this kind of works out. If the values, I may sell them before next week ends. This may be a 2-week. This may be a 2-week episode just to see what gets released next week and what it does to the value on these. I think with the Walker and I can't remember who the goal was. Sumner. I can't remember who the goalie was for the last one. The Walker took about 2.5 weeks before it saw a big jump in value, and then it held for a couple of weeks. So we'll see how this goes. But right now, this is what it's going to look like for me. That's it. I'm finally he sleeps. Thanks a lot for hanging out again. Hopefully this information helped. Good luck investing, and pay attention to the icons. It has been a shift, and it's not where we normally sell them. I think I pushed it back almost 24 hours for the most bang for my buck. Then we picked up another words. All right, the Gravenberg is the one that I'm really kind of hoping to be able to grab at 1.3. I may have to go a little bit more in on it. 1.32, 1.31. We'll see. All right, until next time, I'm FinallyHeSleeps. As long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep making videos.
Finally he sleeps, finally he dreams, in a world of games it seems.